Thanks, President. I'd like to make a point of order under Article 10 of the Rules of Procedures. During yesterday's opening session, a French ID MEP made false and defamatory statements about an event organised by myself and Mick Wallace and those who participated in it, thereby bringing the Parliament into disrepute. Let me be very clear. The speakers at our event, who were former detainees at Guantanamo, were never charged, not to mind convicted, of any terrorist activity. They were the victims of brutal torture and a violation of their rights, and they remain an outstanding example of the resilience of the human spirit. It was an honour for us to share a platform with them and the other speakers whom the gentleman conveniently forgot to mention: current US military and civilian lawyers, a former US military chaplain, the UN Special Rapporteur for the Protection of Fundamental Rights in the Prosecution of Terrorism, and most importantly, a representative of the families of the victims of 9/11.
Thank you, Ms. Daly.
All united.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Daly. We will need to go to the vote now, Ms. Daly. We will move to the vote. Thank you very much. Your point has been made. We'll start with the report by Ms. Daly. We have to start with the votes now. We start with the report by Ms. Irene Tinali, the appointment of the chair of the Supervisory Board of the European Central Bank. Vote on the appointment.
Thank you very much. This point of order is based on Rule 10, which says that the members of Parliament must uphold the dignity of the institution. Last Thursday, 2 members of the Parliament from the extreme left, Mr. Mélenchon and Ms. Aubry, organised a conference in the European Parliament which was entitled Close Guantanamo. One of the speakers was a former recruiter of Al-Qaeda, according to the media. This is an Islamist association and it was independently known to be such by the government. This was organised against our rules, and it was also pointed out that he'd been involved in funding Islamist groups. It is shocking that this should be allowed to happen. It is completely unacceptable that members of this Assembly should be organising such an event, which is simply promoting the jihadism at the expense of women and others. This is not something which the European Parliament should be doing. It should be the temple of European democracy, and this is a flagrant breach of its rules and very harmful to its image. Thank you.
Now I give the floor to Mr. Brando Benifei.